is my husband conning me? Tell us, tell us.
We need to know.
I can check him out if you need
That'd
to.
be great.
There's perhaps no stronger con than seduction. So how can you tell if the love of your life is after something more than your affection? I'm Georgia Hardstark, host of the true crime podcast, My Favorite Murder. With the help of former FBI agent Patrick Conley and expert interrogator Detective Michele Wood, we'll help you recognize the tactics of a true con.
So the whole Imposters series is really about the con of seduction, getting to people's hearts and making them fall for you. Is that something that you see all the time?
It's normal in my business, unfortunately. People will use that as an opportunity, and they play on someone's desire to have a relationship, and that's just a way in.
You run into this a lot where you'll see this wonderful, beautiful woman that's with this scumbag guy, and it's like, what are you thinking? And
They're totally blinded by love.
they don't see what we see.
What's a good way to spot someone who's trying to con you?
What's outside of being normal?
Right.
This
so-
person seems awfully interested in my family for my second date, my financial situation. This person's awfully interested in giving me a big gift. Whatever it is, those things are just red flags where it's a little too quick, too early. To take it further, a lot of con men are going to try to avoid to bring in outsiders, even your family, even friends of yours, to meet him because other people might start seeing through that and questioning.
Yeah, let's talk about the isolation situation. That's my band's name, which is great.
Well, you can't really be controlled very well if you have other outside influences. So if your friends are there and, you know, giving you like, hey, pay attention.
Right.
That's not good for me if I'm trying to con you. So what I want to do is I want to isolate you, and I'm going to talk badly about those people, those friends, family members, so that it's basically you and me against the world.
It's kind of gaslighting them into thinking that they're the only person you can trust, when really it's the
Yes.
complete opposite.
My friends are all jealous of me.
Yeah.
Me and my man, like, he's awesome, and they don't like him because they don't understand our relationship. It's like, no, why don't you maybe take a step back and think maybe your friends care about you and your guy's a bad guy.
It's almost like look for who has the most to gain out of the relationship. Your friends just want to hang out with you and, you know, go to happy hour. This dude
And
who-
mimosas. And
right.
On Sunday.
And brunch and
I
fun
love
stuff. Brunch is the best. So Patrick, do you ever get surprised by anyone where you expect to find, you know, all this dirt and it turns out they're just a legit person? Not often. I can
they're-
tell by your face.
And they're really in the CIA?
Yeah.
Nope.
You know,
What's a case of seduction that you just have to share, that the story you tell everyone?
I have one individual in mind, and I first came across him back in 1994 as a brand new agent, and we were investigating him for a fraud. Come to find out that he had placed ads in Playgirl magazine trying to bring in women for modeling opportunities with him and his brother. And it's the old casting couch idea.
So creepy.
And while I was doing a search warrant of his residence, we found a document there which was basically a gridded off piece of paper, and each box had a woman's name and details of each woman.
No.
And girlfriend walks in, sees me looking at these documents, and she just looks at it and goes, I thought he stopped doing that.
Oh, my
So
God.
she had already dealt with this with him, and he continued on, and she was pregnant at the time.
Oh,
So it makes it even worse. I mean, he's despicable.
Thanks for helping us understand the seduction con, Patrick. Michele, let's talk seduction in this episode of Imposters.
So Ezra becomes a creep in this episode. He has to seduce Charlotte, and it's such a bummer.
Yeah, he has a really hard time doing it because you can see that this is not the person that he wants to be.
No.
He feels bad for her, and he basically cannot go through this con while feeling bad for her.
We're all aware of the insane irony here.
Of course we are.
We're not heartless.
No, you just need me to be.
Ezra's just not that guy. He couldn't do it on his own. He had to
Yes.
be coached by Maddie.
I'm sorry. Hello?
Clive?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry if I was off at lunch.
He picks it up a little bit too well
He does.
because he immediately taps into his grief over the loss of his father. So
Right.
he uses that to become emotional, and poor Charlotte on the other end is totally falling for it. And she's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this guy's so emotional. This guy's really, you know, he really cares about me, and he doesn't. He's doing it because he cannot forget the end game.
Yeah. As someone who hates uncomfortable pauses, when they had that moment where Maddie put her hand up and it was just silence.
And that's actually an interrogation technique that I often use.
Yeah.
You never want to cut someone off when they're talking, and sometimes we do sit and just stare at each other. And what you call an awkward silence, I don't think is awkward at all. I could
Yeah.
sit there forever and just stare at someone, but it gives them the opportunity to then speak.
Yeah, and in her mind, the pause was emotional.
Yes.
But in his, it was manipulative.
They're kind of steep, so.
Yes.
I'm such a Charlotte.
Yes, yes, I feel bad for Charlotte.
Yeah.